if somebody was going to come in to steal something, buy something, just to come and window shop, you started learning the normal traits. And my dad would just be like, just sit down, Sean, and just watch, observe. And he used to test me all the time.
When you were 8 years old and someone came to nick something, what did you do?
I got scared. I'm like, like I had this like, I don't know if you ever have a negative feeling subconsciously and you've got your heartbeat in your stomach. That's how I felt, and I thought it was the end of the world. And then you realise it's not, and your dad just goes, look, the mistake we made there was put it on the counter. We want to take it something off the shelf, but put it off, not on the counter, but we've took it off the shelf and put it on. They've got to pay before we give it. You know, so just small little things like that. Like, you can't overlook these small little things. So that's where I actually started. But I never ever used to get paid because I lived in my father's house and I ate in his house, you know. So I actually really wanted to start working as soon as possible because I wanted to start getting paid. So by the age of 13, 14, my dad used to go shopping in a cash and carry. And I met this guy, Sanjay Wadwani. He was down Hackney, where the Westfield's all built now. But yeah, I started working there. And all I had to do was pick up large items. So if my dad sold a box of cornflakes, this place would be selling like eight boxes of cornflakes in this massive bulk. We'd scan it, put it on another trolley, and just make a bill and give it to the client. And I hear at the age of 13, 14, I started learning multiple streams of income. Because this one time, a lady seemed quite old. She was taking a big trolley to her car, and she needed some help. And I said, look, I'll help you. Loaded her car up, and she took this crispy £5 note out. And she goes, this is for you. And I said, no, I can't take that, because we weren't even allowed to take a penny from the till or anything extra. So she gave me this money, and she goes, no, it's for you. So I came in, I saw my manager, Paul, and I went, Paul, this £5 here for you. He's took it, and he goes, no, this for you. That's yours. You're allowed to take this. This is your tea money, your tip money. So I had a light bulb moment. I went, £5, 8 customers, that's £40 I could make a day. I get £3 an hour. In 10 hours, that's £30. I can earn more in the same amount of time. So I saw the benefit of really working hard at my job and being the best I could be. So I did that for a few years as well. So I used to do it mainly on the weekends or summer holidays. And I even used to try like save money from that as well, because my dad would always be like, have you got any money for a rainy day? And I was like, what's a rainy day? He goes, well, sometimes you get an unexpected bill. I'm like, what's an unexpected bill sort of thing? He goes, what if I'm short one day and I need some of your help? So I was like, yeah, that's true. And there was one time, I don't know if he was testing me, but he goes, Sean, I need £20. Really need this money. And so I was like, yeah, I've got that. So I felt like a big man, like I could just give my dad money, and I'm a teenager. And then he gave me he gave me £25 back, £5 on top of it. And I was like, that's not mine. And he goes, no, for giving me this money, I'll give you a little bit of interest on top. So I definitely saw the benefit of saving money and being in a position where I always had that sort of comfort. And from that age, I never really wanted to not have money.
But is that when you started saving up and pushing yourself to financial goals, or did you have any goals at that time?
So
you're still young.
I just learned the art of earning money and saving money and doing stuff with my money to create some sort of value. So I paid for my own university. Luckily, back then, in 2004, 2007, it was around £1,200 a year. So it was a different ball game there. But I'd work the whole of summer, £300 a week or so. You know, within 1-2 months, I'd have my money there. You know, I'd obviously put some petrol in my car, go out with my friends, spend £100 on bowling or going out, as boys do. But I always just tried to pay for my own expenses. But the most important thing was I learned the lesson of how to earn money and put it away and how to create the most value from it. So as soon as I got the money, I knew what to do with it. So I actually learned the art of doing, like, buying assets. But all of these lessons, it was just like my experience just grew and grew and grew and grew, and I had this powerful tool within me. It's like, how many millionaires have you heard say, if I lost it all today, I'd gain it back within, 2 to 5 years, I'd be a millionaire again. I could say the same thing purely because of my mindset and my habits, and all of that compounded over time now. So as soon as I started banking, so I finished my degree, I started in the bank, I started earning £1,500 a month, just being a normal cashier. Saturday, Sunday, I'd work in my McDonald's job. Saturday, I'd earn 100, Sunday, I'd earn 100, £200. End of the month, that was £800. I could survive on that £800. £1,500, banged it all into the savings account. 10 months, 15,000. First house, 140,000, 10%, 14,000. First year, 21, I knew I had to buy my first house. Gave it a lick of paint, and that's it. Rent was £1,000, and the mortgage was 500. I was again started this multiple streams of income I was talking about. I'm now earning from 5 days for my full time. I'm earning from my weekend job, and now I've got an asset in the background creating rent. £500 a month, 6,000 a year with that.
So going back to your job in the bank as a cashier and McDonald's, what did you learn from it that you still hold true to today?
So when I started McDonald's, I was 16. It was like when I started at the cash and carry, it was a job that my dad got me, and I never felt really fully satisfied because I still felt attachment that my dad got me this job. I wanted to do it on my own. I wanted to make it, by myself. So I started I applied to McDonald's, and even that job, no one was giving jobs at that time. I walked in and I gave my CV to the girl at the front, and she goes, "I don't think we're hiring at the moment, so maybe try in a couple of weeks." And I actually just went that step further. I went, "Can I please speak to your manager?" And she called the manager, and this guy Jason came out, and he goes, "What are you looking for?" I said, "Anything." He said, "Would you pick up trash in the car park area?" I said, "Anything you want me to do, I just want a job." So he sat me down straight away. Another guy, Idris, came, still in contact with all of these guys, by the way, sat down, interviewed me. "You're starting this Saturday." So just by being more inquisitive, being polite, showing the willingness to work, I got the opportunity straight away. And I nearly got sacked on my first day.
What did you do?
I was on grill side. I had to just get ketchup, mustard, onion, pickle, and then cheese if it was a cheeseburger. And I just couldn't get it. It was just too fast paced. There was 2 people on the grill behind me. There was other people dressing next to me. It was so loud and busy. I'm just not that person who just gets it straight away. Teach me properly. Once I got it, I'd put it on steroids, But I couldn't get it. And they went, get him off. He started slowing the whole production team down.
It teaches you the value of systems as well.
Yeah, definitely. So as I thought it was over, I went, "Look, I can do this." I went red in the face. I went, "Look, I can do this. I just need a bit more time. Can I do something else?" And at that time, with the Big Mac meal, they were giving free nuggets away. So my job for the day was open up these bag of nuggets, put it in one of these trays, and put it down. Put 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Once it came up, put a scoop and wrap them up. That was my job for the whole day. All sweating in this cap. And they looked at me and they were like, "Okay, we're going to give you another shot. You didn't give up. You didn't swear. You didn't, get angry." And I tell you, within 3 months, I was training other people. I went from a crew member straight to a training squad because I wanted to learn fry station. I wanted to learn chicken side, grill side. And when I wanted to learn the tills, they wouldn't let me learn the tills because they were like, "We ain't got enough labor." So what did I do? So how long do I get for my break? 45 minutes. So I said, "I can eat in 15 minutes. I said, "Can I work for free?" And they go, "Yeah, if you want to." I said, "All right, cool. I'll be back in 15 minutes. Went straight to the front counter. I said, "I'm learning till." They said it was free labor. In two of them break times, sometimes people think you don't get paid for your time. But when you acquire a skill, then you're going to be getting paid. So this one time, it was 8 to 4, my shift was. I was about to finish at 4. They said, "Sarah hasn't turned up for a shift. We need somebody for 3 hours. I said, "I know the till." And they were like, "Oh yeah, he does." So I went 3 hours on the till. I earned more money. It was easier than this physical job rather than, "Hey, I just got to take this burger, put it in a bag, give it to you and a bit of change." That's how I saw it. So that's how I developed myself. And within 12 months, I was a manager.
So then you went to buy your own, or your first property at 21. What was the property? How much deposit did you have?
Yes. So
and why did you decide you want to buy a property?
So as a youngster, it's really important to have focus. So my focus started from a very young age. I saw 2 sets of accounts in the shop while I was there. They used to have these big lever arch folders, and I saw the shop shines, and it used to have 3,000 or 4,000 in the current account, and I was like, yeah, it's a lot of money, but not so much.